Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to be looking at section 40.2 mutually exclusive events here in a minute, but let's kind of finish up the problems that you did for 40.1. We're looking at 18 here. 18 asks you to draw a Venn diagram. We're talking about some cameras that are digital or SLR. And so this information in blue is kind of what they give us, and then this information right here is what they ask us to find. The first thing they ask us to find is what is the OR. So what you would do is you would do the 43 plus 51 minus 19. It's going to be 0.75, that's this whole area here. Next thing it asks is what's the probability that it's digital and not SLR? So you would do 43 minus 19, you would get 24 here. Next we have not digital and SLR, so that's going to be the 51 minus the 19, that's going to be at 0.32 there. Then we have what's the probability that it's neither. And so there's two different ways to write this. I wrote it as the complement of D and the complement of S. Which is actually going to be the same thing as the probability of D or S complement. Okay, so either one of those is going to come out to the same thing. You're at 0.25, and then the probability that it's not digital. Okay, so be careful here. A lot of times, not digital people write the 25. You have to remember to add in that 32. So the probability it's not digital is actually 0.57. All right, hopefully you're good there on 18. Number 19, much easier problem than 18, much simpler. They just want to know what's the probability that it is electric and it has an alarm. So we do 0.28 plus 0.45 minus 0.54. Okay, you minus the OR, and that gives you the and, you get 0.19. Okay, so number 19 is 0.19. Number 20, I drew the Venn diagram based on the information they gave me. They gave me that the probability of B is 0.74, the probability of D is 0.66. And the neither, the outside, the outliers is 0.07. What the 0.7 tells us is that the OR has to be 0.93. And so that allows me to set up my equation. 0.74 plus 0.66 minus 0.93 gives me the center. That's my AND, B and D. Okay, and that's what the end of 20 is asking for, is the AND. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you did good there. If not, you're welcome to go back and check the previous video. It's how to work problems like that. All right, let's talk about mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive events are when there is no overlap, there is no and, okay? So for Venn diagram purposes, we're looking like this. What are the odds that a shape could be a triangle and a square? Can't happen, right? By definition. You can't be a circle and a rhombus, okay? You can't be a cone and a sphere. That doesn't work. Those are two separate shapes, okay? Or you can't be a cone and a car. Like, no, that doesn't, those are two different things. Okay, so there's no overlap. Could you have long hair and glasses? Yes, there's some overlap there. So we can talk about long hair, we can talk about glasses, there's some overlap. When we see mutually exclusive, when you see this, mutually exclusive, that means that there is no overlap, okay? And so that means that the probability of A and B, in this particular drawing, the probability of A and B would be 0. So that's what mutually exclusive means. So with that in mind, with that definition, with that clear understanding, I want you to go to page 587 in your book, and I actually want you to work numbers 1 through 5. Page 587, 1 through 5.